Yeah, buddy. Kris, how's it going?
Good.
Man, it's good to see you again.
Shit, thank you for coming
Yeah, man. So we're in DC,
in.
right? You're opening
On
for
Veterans Day.
on
Isn't that
Veterans
crazy?
Day, right?
I had no idea that was going to be the case till like a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So you're opening for an RBQ. So you're doing like a whole East Coast thing.
Yeah.
How many dates you got with them?
I want to say 11?
11.
10 or 11, somewhere around there.
So you guys are going north, Pennsylvania tomorrow?
Yeah, I think we're playing like a Philly suburb tomorrow.
And I saw it was like New York after that too. So
Yeah, we got Connecticut. Gosh, I don't even know all where. You know, when you do these runs, it's always like a. You know, of course, I try to map it out and know, but while I'm on it,
yeah,
it's so hard for me to tell you what's gonna happen.
yeah. You open up the calendar and know that you go to the next city the next day and move on. So
You start to become a need to know basis. What do I need to know?
all right. So 2 nights in a row I'm seeing you now. You're playing a bunch of stuff off of the new album, which sounds amazing. Not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I really do dig this one. I mean, I dig Blues Lover as well as a bunch of the other albums, but this tour so far, like the first 2 nights, been really fun. NRBQ is they're good. They're really good.
Yeah, they're legendary. You know, they've been around forever.
Yeah, I mentioned to a friend that like you were opening for them, and like the guy knew who they were right off. I didn't even know what NRBQ stood for until he said it. He was like, "You Rhythm and Blues Quartet," and I was like, "Yeah, I think that's it." Yeah, they've been around for a while then, so
Yeah, I think they were on the road with Bonnie Raitt all summer too.
that'd been cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So up the coast, and then tell me about the Conduit. How was the first show?
Oh man, it's like a dream come true. It really is. Like the Conduit was. It was a concept that Rick Galusha, do you know who Rick Galusha is?
Rick from
he hosts,
Don't Remind Me.
PS Blues.
Yeah, Pacific Street. Yep.
Yeah, on the river on Sunday mornings, and we've been good friends. Like he's been a big advocate for me in a lot of aspects. He was the reason why I went on tour with Indigenous.
Yep.
He hooked me up with Monto, and there's just been so many projects that he's thrown. So when we got together, had coffee, and we started talking about a fun project, and I wanted to open up a venue or do something. Like I really just want to. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna live in Nebraska. I mean, I'm probably gonna end up living there my whole life. But in the back of my mind, it's like, how can I make a scene? How can I make the Nebraska scene strong? And so naturally, I'm like, well, I'm gonna open up my own club. And he was like, no, that's a terrible idea. And he was right, you know, because there's a lot of overhead.
Yeah.
And it's not that easy to, you know,
sustain.
So.
I mean, Brandon Miller went off and did that. And, I mean, Falconwood has been good.
Yeah, I mean, but in reality, it survives because it's a wedding venue, you know, like.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, they have great concerts and who knows, but that's definitely seems to be his bread and butter, you know. So
yeah,
for me to think that I could just open up a music venue and just, you know, be able to also do all the other things I want to do is probably just not in the cards. But while we're talking about that, we came up with the concept of me hosting a variety show.
Yeah. So
we came up with, you know, just kind of a vision and took it to the Benson Theater, and they thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Conduit was born, and I'm hoping that I can take the big band concept on the road. You know, I'm hoping that the Conduit big band could be something that I could take on the road. Cause
I mean, I've seen you with big band before.
It's fun.
It is a lot of fun to see it. I mean, a horn section, all the keys. What was it? Was it the Mighty Quinn you did 2 drummers?
Yeah,
Andrew and John was up there. Like I've seen you do the Rick band thing.
You know the history. I love
it. I'm gonna be honest with you. You bring up Rick, and I won't tell people this, but I have an electric stomp from you guys being on the show somewhere in my files at home.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
Which has got you doing Time to Spend with no distortion.
Really?
Yeah, it was very early, and Aurora Borealis is on there as well. Yeah, it's hidden somewhere in my stuff. I'll find it and send you guys.
Oh man, one of my biggest regrets is we did an electric stomp session during the same time we recorded Swagadocious.
Yeah.
At Sad Sun Studios, Lucas Kellison Studios.
Yep.
In Lincoln, and that whole stomp thing just went missing. And we had 2 songs of Patrick Sweeney on there, and it was just like we did a cover of Castles Made of Sand, Hendrix,
which always winds up in your repertoire.
I haven't played that in ages, but it's sad that that session got lost.
Really? No idea where it went?
Well, no. I mean, I feel like it just got erased. I mean, it was a few years, and then I hit up Kellison. I was like, "Hey, you still got those sessions we did?" And he's like, "I can't find them." So, who knows? Maybe he'll find it someday on a hard drive or something.
That'd be something I would chase. We all know that. That's me. I'll chase all that stuff.
I love it. You're becoming our historian.
I've got a good collection, and I mean, I've been around 15 years, so it's really, I started following you as soon as you came off of touring with Indigenous.
Yeah.
And you had Andrew, you guys were doing the 3-piece thing. I've told this story probably 3 times the last few days, so I always tell the same story. I remember the first time I saw you, and I believe it was in the alley under the bridge on O Street in Lincoln. I think it was called the alley. But anyways, Laser Wolf was upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
And Dave Edelman, Tom's brother. I was going to college with him, and Dave was like, "You gotta go see this guy, you gotta go see this guy, you gotta go see this guy." And I remember seeing you the first time you were 3-piece with Maya playing the keys and the key bass, and I was like, and I remember standing on the same floor as you, and it'd be packed upstairs, and the more amazing show was downstairs. And don't get me wrong about Laser Wolf was amazing, but man, from there on I've been hooked, so. I can't remember. I seriously told that story so many times this weekend running into everybody.
I remember that night. I really do. Those were interesting times,
Well, you've been through a lot of ups and downs. You've been into 3-piece, you've been into 2-piece. You traveled with The Fever and had a bigger band feel for a while, and now you're a 3-piece doing tour. And it just sounds really good. Matt and Joe are amazing.
Yeah, Matt and Joe make my world easy.
Yeah.
They're so awesome. And it's having bands is a lot like dating.
Okay.
You learn what you like. You learn what you're compatible with. And I love all my old band members. I really do. I learned from every one of them and look back with nothing but fond memories. But I'm glad with where I'm at.
Right.
And I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be because I don't see the point in not.
Right?
There's no point in me wishing things were different. And I understand how some people are like, "Oh, I missed Scooby," or "I miss The Fever," or "I miss Jeremiah," and I understand that, and I want them to.
Yeah.
In a sense. I don't see why they have to tell me that. Because it ain't gonna do you no good.
No,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
And who knows if we'll all get back together and make music. I still consider everybody family in a sense.
Yeah.
But I onward and upward as far as learning who we are and what our visions of our art is.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do struggle at getting along or getting on the same page, and when that happens, I've learned that it's best to just say, "All right, maybe it's time to do something different."
Yeah.
But as I've become older and as I have a family and I want to work when I want to work, it's nice to have a roster that I can,
for people who are available.
And the beauty of like Matt and Joe and Jacob and Tom and all the horn guys I play with and all the keyboardists, they all have a ton of other things going on. And it's beautiful. Like, I remember back in the day, it was like, you can't be in another band. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, but
Right.
now it's like, I don't take it so personally. And nobody gets upset. Everybody's just trying to do their own thing, and it's a beautiful thing. And it's even more collaborative, you know, than I remember. Like I said, when you're younger and you're like, oh, you can't be playing with other bands, or you can't be doing this because it's gonna say we're gonna, you know, like. So it's nice to not have to have that drama or that
complication.
Your feelings hurt. Yeah, complications. It's easy. It's like, oh yeah, you got a gig. Awesome. Hope it's well. Like I'll call the next guy on the roster.
It's good always to see everybody succeed too. So,
and it seems to be that everybody involved is succeeding. So it's always good to see everybody doing well.
I hope so. Yeah, I feel like everybody's doing what they want to do.
yeah.
You know, yeah, maybe, you know, I don't know, who knows, but I feel like for the most part, yeah, that's the case.
Well, man, it's always good talking to you. Have a good tour out here on the East Coast.
Thank you. You didn't, that's all you got? You know.
Well, I didn't want to tie up all of your time tonight.
Yeah, I do want to catch
trying
some
to get
of
on the road.
the NRBQ set.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I do like that. And I haven't heard a couple of my favorite songs that I've been hoping that I was going to hear.
I haven't heard a little bit of Bad yet, and I expected that one to come into the list. Like, I kept waiting for it last night.
Yeah.
But I'm sure for as long as they've been touring, they've got plenty of, you know, songs to rotate through. Because I don't think I've heard them play the same song 2 nights in a row now.
I heard that driving my car as we were walking in last night. But yeah, they got, I can imagine how many songs they got.
Right? You're coming up on that. So when's the greatest hits album out? I joke about it, but you've got a really big catalog now. I mean, you've got plenty for a compilation.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you have to do one, but I mean, you've definitely got years upon years of music out there.
There's a part of me that wants to do a greatest hits by genre.
Ooh.
Because I've done so many different styles. You could have a country greatest hits. You could have a blues greatest hits. You could have a funk greatest hits. You could have.
You can even do the reggae one
ballad. Oh yeah, almost. Yeah. So yeah, Zydeco. Like you could almost throw out like do a greatest hits by genre. I think that'd be fun.
I mean, to your point, I'm over 10 years following you around. Like that's the great thing about you is that you're always doing something new. It's always something different. Like not every album sounds the same. It's just like you're always growing. It's good to see.
Thanks. I feel like it's a blessing and a curse. I do, because like a lot of people don't know how to deal with it, or they want to put you in that.
They want to put you in a box and
on
say
the shelf and say, yeah,
they want to say
you
play blues music, but it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a blend of everything. I mean, I've always struggled to explain that to friends too, as well, because I mean, there's very much some very Tom Petty moments, and then there's some very Buddy Guy moments, and then there's some Stevie, there's some Hendrix, and then like you blend so well through so many different things, man. It just always sounds amazing.
Thanks. Yeah, that's the goal, to build the trust. Like you'll trust me, like come out. Doesn't matter what I'm playing, doesn't matter who I'm playing, but just trust me that I'm gonna throw it out. I'm gonna throw it against the wall. So
well, I always tell people come out. It's gonna be a good time no matter what happens. You know.
I feel like I got a decent percentage.
You do really well. So when's the next Conduit?
January 6th.
January 6th.
Yeah.
Still a First Friday thing for them, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do. I'm hoping that becomes the tradition, because Benson on a First Friday is very artistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw Tricky Trevor on the list. I saw a lot of people on that list.
I think I'm bringing Tricky back for the next one, because I just love having him around, and he's one of my favorite people. So.
Well, he's always been hilarious.
Yeah, right. He's in his element too. On stage doing magic. It's fun. I think I might have Nick Schnebelen from Tough, Trembling Underfoot.
Oh yes, okay.
Nick Schnebelen might be one of my special guests on January 6th. He said he was going to come, so hopefully I can just confirm it. And then I think I got Edom, Soul, Mace Hathaway. I think I might bring Josh back to do another painting. Josh Otis. I got the big band. I'm going to feature Danny Cleveland on a song. She's one of the background singers.
Okay.
I think I might even bring out Tag Ryan, who's a phenomenal guitar player out of Omaha that has been touring with the cruise ships for the last few years. His mom runs the theater.
Okay.
He's a great guy, so I thought it'd be fun to do a song with him. So it's coming together. So hopefully tickets will go on sale again here in the next few days.
Are you doing one more planned after that?
Mm-hmm. And then I'm hoping I can at least I'd like to do at least 2 or 3 more.
Yeah.
If not, just keep going. That's the goal. Because I would love it to be like a tradition.
Yeah.
A thing. You know?
Do the first Friday with all of that.
First Friday at the Conduit. You know, something that you know you're gonna see.
Yeah.
Unless it, became a tourist destination. I'm also, just a tradition, a community thing. So that's the hope.
Well, I mean, I'm hoping it comes true. It seems like it's amazing.
Thanks. Yeah.
I think I gotta make it.
You should. Yeah. Let me know. I'll put you on the guest list.
All right. I might tie you up any more night.
Thank you, brother.
All right, man.
Thanks for all the love. Thanks for holding down the forum and the group and posting.
Thanks for letting me follow you around all over Hell's Back.
Shit, thank you. We're in DC. Can you believe that?
No, I can't. Starting from the tiniest bar in Lincoln, Nebraska to DC is a big jump.
Yeah, right. Just a little bit. Yeah. Heck yeah. I remember the last time I saw you was in Florida.
Florida was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was like one of the hottest shows I've ever
Oh my
played in
God,
life.
yeah. Dude, I sweated standing there, so yeah, it was Florida in the summer, man.
That was swamping.
Yep.
But that was fun. So, yeah, we're starting to cover some ground. So thank you.
Not a problem,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Anytime.